What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today I want to talk to you about Lucid. I want to go over some of the current data points, break it down on why it is pulling back, and just talk on the very clear manipulation that is happening. Before we get into any of that, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. Currently, it is down 2.36%, 3.4 million shares being traded, 21 is the average. So today is a very low volume day, and so far there's only been one transaction being done on the secondary market above $100,000. It was for $353,000. It was a buy, so that's kind of a good thing initially, and it was first thing, as you can kind of see once the market did open. But still though, institutions are overlooking Lucid, and you can kind of tell over the last several trading days, just a overwhelming amount of institutions have been selling because there hasn't been any real catalysts, rather just a lot of speculation. Even today, no news, no SEC filings, nothing like that. Even on social media, not really much to talk on. It looks like they're just kind of retweeting some stuff, and they did post this saying, "Do you love robots?" This is more linked to what Peter did say in his Evercore summit, his little chat, 20-minute chat, because he did say that they're currently training the robots, and that's for the gravity. So I think no matter what, the gravity is that next big catalyst for Lucid. But in between, from now until when it's actually launched, it is just all speculation that is driving Lucid. And regrettably, institutions don't buy based on speculation. So this is where Lucid is kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place, because institutions aren't adding the volume, and with lower volume, you do get more manipulation. So right now, I'll give you a quick overview of everything. Currently, shorts are increasing around 43,000 shares. They were increasing a little bit more earlier on the day, but I think they already accomplished their plan, and I'm going to talk about that in a second. But 28.85% of the free floats being shorted, utilization 97.45, 255.46 million shares overall are being shorted, cost of borrow average 26.47%. So when it comes down to Lucid and shorts, so shorts have a plan, and I have brought this up actually last Friday when it comes down to options. So right now, this is the current open interest for call options. So this kind of lays out all the open interest and everything. On a side note, if you guys don't know options, this part might kind of be a little bit too much, or might not make fully that much sense. I'll kind of break it down as best as I can, but if you guys have any questions, throw them in the comments below. But right now, this is all the open interest based on the strike prices. At the $2.50 strike price, there's 17,000, 30,000 at that 3, then 16 at the 350. So I did bring this up last week, but it was more of a weekly option, so the amount was a lot less compared to this, because this is a monthly option. So when it comes to market makers, they do not want these options of the $2.50 strike price to be exercised. So that does mean that they will try to short Lucid to ensure by today, the end of business day today, that Lucid is below $2.50. Again, I did bring this up exactly last Friday, saying that this week that shorts were really going to try to ensure that Lucid closes below $2.50, because market makers don't have readily available Lucid stock in hand, or any volatile stock, right? So that means if this does close at $2.50 or above, they'd have to go to the open market to buy 1.7 million shares essentially. And why would they want to do that, right? They could easily just try to manipulate Lucid and short it to ensure that it closes below $2.50. So yeah, lo and behold, here we are. This is why Lucid is getting hit a little bit more compared to a lot of the other EVs, such as Tesla, Rivian, even Polestar. And Polestar is in a whole different realm of fear when it comes to them. So Lucid right now is just getting hit very hard. And under my other channel, Trending Stocks, I cover SoFi. That happens almost every single week when it comes to SoFi. More so when it was around that $7 range, but you always saw last 5 minutes of the trading day just massive amount of shorts to push it below $7, thus making all those options completely just worthless. That no doubtably is going to happen again with Lucid. So let's say Lucid does kind of push higher to around the $2.50 range. Last 5, 10, 15 minutes or whatever else during power hour, you're going to see shorts light up like fire and try to suppress it below that point. So Again, it's just constant manipulation with Lucid. It's been ongoing for a very, very long time, but I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on that in the comments below. As of right now, with it at $2.49, it is trading between this S2 and this S1. So $2.36 is going to be the next strong support, and then $2.56 is going to be the next strong resistance / target. It did kind of bounce off of this general area as well. So I think just Lucid, based on the technicals in among itself, are pulling back, even though it is considered very oversold, and you can see that based on the stochastic indicator. And even though it is considered very oversold, you do see a bearish deviation, so red line above the white, and as well a number of retail investors have been getting out. You can see that based on the momentum indicator, and looking on the actual chart itself, the chart is somewhat broken. It's going to continue this spiral down most likely until there is a good catalyst, whether it be broader market, that means associated to rate cuts, or something Lucid specific in order for value investors to really come into Lucid. So kind of just a very interesting stock as usual, but I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on Lucid in the comments below. Have you been buying? Have you been selling? I did buy a very, very small amount today, and that's just because I threw a limit order, I think when it was at like 260 or something like that. So I placed a limit order for 250, and lo and behold, it hit today. So let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. One final thing, take advantage of this promo. Simply sign up for a new account, throw $100 at it, and they give you 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. Take advantage of this. Link in the description below and also the comments. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.